Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of X4, and today we're going to be expanding on some of the stuff we've already been doing and getting ready to move into the void and doing our assault that we've talked about. We seem to be pestered by pirates today. Where is my defense? Let's get you over here and clear that while we discuss. There we go. The good thing about using our ships now is because they've got so much shielding and whatnot, they usually tend to survive quite some time where they actually do bump into one of our Asgards. Let's send you over here to attack that lot. They do like to pester, which we'll obviously deal with our smaller fleet that we've got moving around. We're actually going to start creating some small policing fleets. Obviously this isn't our area, so what we'll probably do is we'll probably place policing fleets in like the asteroid belt. As you can see, we're constantly being attacked in the asteroid belt. You're attacking, you're here. We'll get you to attack. Yeah, so we'll create some policing fleets to police this area here, and we might get some that are actually patrolling various sectors and stuff like that. But overall, we're not going to be too worried about this sector. What we're going to worry about is this connector here. So the void basically is the route, as we've mentioned, through to most things. As you can see, it leads into our little corner part of the space. The void's the main one here. We've got Antigone Memorial that we're going to have to deal with, which will probably have other sectors linking off that. So what we'll probably end up doing here is building some defences around here. And some defences around here, which we've already got, obviously, in the sector here. But we'll probably build a couple more around here. I'll leave the void as like a no man's land with fleets and whatnot in there as well. We'll probably base some satellite stations in there. So, for example, like your defensive stations will go in here again. Anything that's going to give us, any resources and stuff like that, because this is quite a ways out. So we can use one of our resource stations that we built to bring in resources into our sector, because our sector does struggle for resources. As you can see, we are still building ships. We've still got a few ships in production, but most are actually done now, and we're actually in a better position. So today I'm going to start building this navy fleet that we've had going here. First of all, before we start, thank you to Sebastian, who has requested that one of the ships be named, which is going to be named the Burek, which means food, which I've decided to give to my supply fleet because it's supplying food. I thought that was quite a nice tip to that. So we're going to rename that to the same standard as we've already got. So RFN Burek. I hope I've said your name right there, Sebastian. We now have the RFN Burek. We've got 3 more Asgards already in this as defense. What I am going to do is I'm going to move this fleet here, which is currently sat in the void, which was our mission fleet. I'm going to move this in to add to our defensive capability. So we're going to bring this in, Defend Commander Alpha. It's now got 4, it should have, where we go, there, 4, as standard, 4 Asgards, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 Asakas and 4 Sins, so what I'm going to do is, we've also got an Asgard missile defense. I'm actually going to move the Asgard missile to attack with Commander, and I'm going to use Beta as my attacking group. It'll make more sense shortly, but then what I want to do is if we defend Commander, so these all want to go now to defense. So make sure you're set to defend Commander. There we go. You're set to this, and this will all make sense once you start to see the layout of this fleet, because basically, like most carrier fleets, the carrier stays at the back. It deploys, fighters to hit and run and stuff like that, but it's not going to really get in amongst, the close combat. So we're going to employ that same tactic here. In terms of what we're going to do is we're going to build some basically missile platforms, and they're going to hopefully be able to target stations from afar. Commander. Now remember, the Asgards do have the main cannon on the front of it, which can reach quite a distance. But I'm not worried too much. What I'm going to do is the Asgard missile platform. If you remember, that's purely missiles with a couple of, like, you know, point defense weapons and stuff like that. We're going to do something similar with the rest of this fleet. So this is actually pretty decent defense. We've got a large capital ship, 4 large capital ships with 2 supporting vessels on each ship. This supply fleet here is going to also need. Now let me remember. I cannot remember how many. The easiest way is just go on redesign. Where are you? Number of medium dots. So you got 2 medium dots and 8 small, but you can have 10 medium ships and 40 small ships. So what I'm going to do first of all, before we've even started, is to get this stocked up with trading ships, because then it can supply our vessels a little bit easier. I do like the look of this. The only thing I don't like is the sail on it, unfortunately, but it does look pretty sleek and pretty cool. Modifications. Oh, I have a Woody Valley. Did not realise I had that. Right, so let's go ahead and, before we've even started with our assault fleets, go to our wharf. Now, all the work we've been doing, this is the fruit of our labour. We now have resources. Not much resources, but enough to start building ships. Don't forget, small and medium ships don't really use that much, so hopefully we're going to get it. So we want 10 medium Baldricks. We'll just set on high preset. Right, let's have a look. Docking computers, you know, all the usual stuff. Don't scrimp out on these once you start being able to build your own stuff. Do not scrimp out on stuff like this, because they are really useful. We'll chuck them with 10 laser towers, just in case they need to pull out. Turrets, they're on the beam turrets, so we're going to change them over to the bolt turrets. Just because I prefer bolts on stuff like this. I find the beams can sometimes be a little bit restrictive. Right, so we want 10 of them. And then we want the smaller. Do we want the frogs? We've got the miners, scouts, fighters, heavy fighters. Yeah, we'll go for the frogs. They don't carry much. Again, we'll place oh no. Place 10 laser towers in there. Crew. Let's chuck another service crew in there as well. Weapon systems. These don't carry weapons. They just carry shields, and I think they're really weak. No, no, Mark 3 shields, to be fair. Okay, right, so add that to the shopping list and add 40 of them. Remember, this is a supply vessel, so it shouldn't be really on the front line. But let's go ahead. So as you can see, we've got the building there. So the Baldricks are already in action. There we go. Boom! Look at that. It's actually building every ship. That's the power of our wharf that we've got. So, you know, you can just see there just the kind of power we've got for it. Now, let me just double check while we're here. It does have some large docking ports, so maybe worth placing some of my Osakas on there. Oh, Okinawa, sorry. Okay, so that's our supply vessel up and running once it's got its ships. So now let's think about our Asgard missile battery. Now, if we have a look at what it's got on it, redesign. It's not going to. There we go. Does it tell me here what it's got on it? It does not show me. Okay, that's not a problem. We don't need to worry about that. What we can do is we can just go to our loadout. Okay, so point defense, bolt turrets, and then tracking missiles. So it's all got tracking, active defense drones, and cargo drones. Excellent. So we want to have something that's going to support that. So let's have a look at what we've got in our Excel shipyard. Plan build. Nope, that's the wrong button I pressed. Ignore me. Build ship. Excel. Okay, so we've got the battleship, the carrier, the auxiliary, and the builder. We don't really need any of them, except maybe a couple more Asgards, because I'm greedy with the Asgards and I think they look amazing. So let's go ahead and we'll build. We'll go 3 more Asgards. Thrusters, shields, weapons. Remember, they got the XL main batteries, so them things right up there. You've also got a big. Well, that's the main battery there. And then you got the Terran main batteries to either side of it as well. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to have our mediums as bolts. There we go. And then we'll have two dumbfire. So these will just literally fire missiles clean out of them in the range, you know, in a general direction of where they need to go. Anything that gets in the way of them is going to get hit by them. So you can have like a barrage of missiles. And they're probably going to use swarmer missiles as well, I think. Right. So we've got the heavy cluster missiles, heavy dumbfire, cluster, dumbfire. Right, so yeah, so we'll have heavy dumbfire Mark II. So we'll carry 2,000 of them. Remember, these ships are huge, so just 3,000. And then we want heavy cluster missile. As a matter of fact, we could probably do 5960. So we'll do 3,000 heavy cluster, and then we'll just do the remaining as heavy dumbfire missiles. There you go. Now this is going to be an expensive ship with that amount of ammunition. Defense drones, repair drones, and a cargo drones. Laser tower Mark IIs. Yeah, we'll grab about 50 of them. I'm not too worried about mines and stuff like that, but yeah, we're set. We're good to go. So we'll add. So we'll have 2 of them. Edit. Asgard. DF missile. Add to shopping list. And then we want again another one. Like presets. Weapons or set. Right, so this is going to be the second tracking one. Now, like you may be thinking, why am I constantly just showing you build videos and stuff like that of what I'm building for the fleet? It's just so that when we get the fleet mobile, you know what's in it. I don't really do too much about this stuff off camera, because I like to show you what I'm actually building. There we go, consumables. Right, okay, these have the swarmer missiles. I'll carry far less of them as well. So this is the heavy hit of this. So I'm gonna do, let's do 1,000 swarmer missiles. 500 smart missiles, and then we'll do 200 heat seekers. We'll chuck 100 EMP, and then whatever else we can have on the heat guided missiles. There we go. Defense, repair, and cargo drones. Happy days. Add to shopping list when we do Asgard TR missile, tracking missile. We know which ones it is. You see, shipyard has the resources. Confirm order. Now, while I do that, I'm going to actually build a couple of builders as well. Building drones. Cargo drones. Go on, I don't like the odd number. There we go. There we go. Weapon systems. Oh, shove some bolts on it. Software. This is for when we go up to the front lines, we can actually have our own builders. Add that to the shopping list. We'll do 10 builders. Okay, we're going to struggle with 10 builders. Let's just drop it down to 8. Can we do 8? Yeah, we can do 8. And again, they can just be around doing build orders for people whilst we don't need them. Right, so that's our XL ships done and dusted. Now we have our large ships. Large. Now we've got the Osaka and the Sin. We're going to go for Sin first. High presets. We've got the Terran main batteries again. So again, this has got the longer range on it. And then we'll do 2 bolt turrets as our point defense weaponry. And then large. This is going to be, do dumbfires first. So for each, there we go. So for each Asgard, I'm going to have 2 Sins and 2 Osakas. The Sins will be the Dumbfire. I did say Dumbfire, not yet. Dumbfire. Then we'll have the Osaka as the tracking, I think. Software, usual softwares. Okay, so we've got Dumbfire and cluster missiles. So let's go 12. Let's go 1,000. 1,000. And then the remainder as. No, actually, we don't want to do that. We'll just drop that down to 500 apiece. As I said, these we're going to carry some lights. We'll do 500 light cluster missiles, and then we'll just do whatever remaining for that. Per drones, cargo drones. We're missing silicon carbide, so they're going to struggle to build these. So we'll do 8 of them, and then my presets. While we're on the screen, we may as well do this. Turrets. So we'll just get these out of the way first. There we go. All done and dusted. Okay, turret groups again. Right, so this has got a lot more medium turrets on it. So the large turret's going to be tracking missiles, but this is going to be our close range support. So we're really going to want to throw out the bolt turrets here. Point defense weapons. That's how I see the bolt turrets. You can really take out the smaller ships. Consumables. Okay, so we'll do 50 EMPs. Heat seekers. We'll do 50 heat seekers. Smart missiles. We'll do 50 smart missiles. 100 swarmer missiles. And then we'll do whatever's remaining. I think we'll do actually just 100 of these. And then whatever we can for light guided missiles. There we go. Again, computonic substrate and silicon carbides are going to be our killer for this. Tracking missile. I know which ones they are. Okay, we'll add that shopping order. Sin. Dumbfire missile. So we want 8 of each. So yeah, we're struggling for resources completely for that, but hopefully we'll get that built in no time. So let's confirm that order. So that is our medium and large ships built, or at least put in order. We've got our baldricks here. Go ahead and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't know what's doing what, but we'll get 10 to go over to here to trade for commander Alpha. They have 10 ships. Alpha group should have 10 ships, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just wanted to double check because sometimes you can see more than one that's on it. Okay, so I don't know what the extra baldric is, but there you go. Then all of our frogs can also go to our trade for commander. There we go. It's now got a full trading team to go with it. Okay, so it is building the Asgards, which is nice. Once we've got the Asgards, we can actually start thinking about doing some assault. Because it's got a lot of firepower. Let's move our fleet over into Getsufune, flying white. Now remember, once we attack in Getsufune, we're going to probably get them to attack us back, and they will probably take this route here. So like I said, what we're going to do, now this is going to cost me because I don't own this sector, but if we go to our Getsufune defense platform, plan build, let's make sure we got the, I think that's a Terran defense platform actually that we've already got from last time, so let's just double check that. Sagaris, manage plots, new plot, create new plot. Let's go ahead and place you, excuse me, We'll place one right beside it. Buy license. Then we can go load plan. Terran defense platform. It is that one, but we need to discard the current changes because we need to increase the size. I think we'll get away with that size. Oh no. What am I doing? New plot. There we go. No, it. Oh. Because I'm an idiot and I pressed the wrong button. There you go. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Buy license. There we go. Continue. Now it should hopefully fit. Load plan. Bingo. Room for expansion. Okay. Confirm module changes. I know how to build it. There we go. So I can build that. So this is Cigaris defense platforms. Let's get another one. Can we get one? Actually, I want one that's like in the way of. Boom, there you go. That'll do. Buy license. Same thing again. Platform. Confirm module changes. Oh, hire a ship. There we go. Let's try and get another one in there. Perfect. Buy license, as usual. Load the plan. Confirm the modules. And get a builder. Oh, looks like we're out of builders. There we go. Okay. So 3 defense platforms in that sector there. It's not going to hold up too much. But what we can do is we can possibly bring... that's defending... That's... yeah. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll create a secondary Cigaris defense fleet. I think that's going to be our best option. So let's start off with big guns first. Plan build. No. I don't know why I keep pressing that today. Build ships. XL Asgards, battleships, high presets, weapons, bolts. I want to go with bolts. 4 bolt turrets, and 4 pulse turrets. Medium. We'll stick with medium bolt beams just to mess with them. There we go. Add to shopping list. Oh, I need to edit that. Asgard, Cigaris, defense. Wait, just so I know it's Cigaris Asgard defense. That'll do. Add to shopping list, and we'll create 4 of you. Confirm order. So they're going to have 4 Asgards that they're going to walk into. The only thing we haven't got now is the small fighters. But what I'll do is I'll actually do them off camera because they are going to be a mixture of small and medium ships, which are just going to basically complement. The main ones are the ones we've got in now. So whilst everything builds, gets stocked up, I will work on the smaller ships, and we'll just cover that in the next episode. But we're set. And I think that's going to be us for this episode. We are ready to go to push in these sectors. The next episode, hopefully, we'll see some combat. That's going to put us at war with the anti-gun, which is going to cause us some troubles elsewhere as well. But, you know, you're not here to see things run smoothly. We want to take over these sectors and have them as ours. Once we've got our builders going, we're then going to start building defense platforms in here. Don't forget, we're then going to be pushing, so we're going to be building behind us. We have got our support vessels. We have got quite a large fleet already, considering a lot of them are capital ships. I mean, there are 7 capital ships in that fleet alone. So as long as we don't overextend ourselves, we should be able to push and cause a lot of damage. Straight off the bat, though, we're going to have these attackers. So we have got some Asgards already in the area. Well, we've got 1 Asgard. Oh, that's the entire fleet, isn't it? Yeah. So we do have a fleet wandering around in Getsafune, so we've got some support there as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed having a look at what we've set up ready to go. Let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see anything else, or if you want to see more of the missions doing, or, you know, want me pushing certain sectors or anything, any comments, suggestions or anything like that whatsoever. I always check out. And as always, if you'd like to see some of the names on some of the ships, as long as they are, you know, fair names that are not, you know, offensive or anything like that, then please let me know in the comment section and I'll get a name on one of the fleets as well. But as I say, hopefully you're enjoying this series so far, and the combat will begin next episode. Until next time, everybody, take care for now. See you on the next one. Bye bye for now.